Hi folks, welcome to Carl's Vapor Reviews once again. Welcome to the video on this nice sunny day. As you can see, the sun coming through my window of the door at the back. Sunny for a change as well. Got a review for you now, guys, for a new tank from SMOK. Now this was sent on to me by Ash at MyEpack. That's myepack.co.uk, and it's the SMOK GCT. And this is the GCT stands for Gimlet Clouds Tank. Now, I looked up Gimlet, and it's some sort of tool for coring and twisting, etc. It also means other things as well, but nothing I could really find out to do with sort of clouds or whatever. But there you go. It is an NI200. Let me just go back. It's a 22mm atomizer. In the box, it comes with two NI200 coil heads, which are coming out at 0.2 ohms. It's a 4mm capacity in the tank. The tank is glass and stainless steel, 22mm, like I said, and it's 77mm high from top to bottom. From top to bottom, should I say? And it's a bit of an old schooly looking, really, at the top here. You know, I prefer it more of a flatter right angle rather than this design at the top here. That's like, you know, we'll go down for close-ups and have a look at it, but that's personal preference. And it utilises the NI200, that's what it comes with, but it also will run any of their 4 sets of coils that they've got at the moment, the new style coils with the organic cotton. I think it's the X1, which is what I've got here as well. The X2, the A1, etc. The A1 is the liquid control coil. I don't have any of them ones, but I've got the X1, which and I've got the NI200s it came with. Now, just to note, the X1 coils are a single horizontal coil, 0.5 ohm. These are. They also come in 1.2 ohm heads as well. And the X1 coil I had purchased from I purchased these. This one was sent on to me free for review, the tank, but I purchased these as a separate entity just to try the Canthil coil, and I'm not impressed with them at all. Not impressed with them. Don't know why. They just give off a harsh vape. With 70-30 juice, it's a really harsh vape, and the clouds from it are not that good. Over and above other tanks I've used, like the Aspire Atlantis and the Kanga Subtank Nano, the Kanga Sub Tank, and also the Kanga Mini Subtank Mini. All them outperform that coil, in my opinion, that X1 coil. So I wouldn't recommend buying the X1. I would probably go for the A1, which is the liquid control vertical coil, or the X2, which is a dual coil head. Now, back to this tank. Like I said, 22mm, single air hole, which is in a similar fashion to all the rest of the tanks that are on the market. And I've got it set at 450 degrees Fahrenheit on my M80, temperature controlled. And it's showing 0.24 at rest here at the moment. And I've just got it set at 34 watts. And I'll just pump it up a little bit more, just so it's 37 watts. It's 450 Fahrenheit. It's using 31.4 watts to get to that temperature. So it says, if this is correct. So this is NI200 Gimlet Clouds tank. As you can see, it works very well. And it does give off some clouds. It does give off some clouds. Now the coil's reading 0.34 ohms now. That's how NI works. NI200 works. At rest, it'll constantly read it'll change resistance constantly as you're using it. But you know, there is more people more up on temperature control, DNA 40, Ni 200 coils with more knowledge than me. So I'm just giving you a review of how this is performing for me on this device, which is not temperature controlled, in my opinion. So we'll take a couple more vapes and we'll go down for close-ups. But the flavour's really good, really nice, really nice flavour. It's got some gold accents on it as well, if you can see. And there's a goldy accent on the top. But I'll show you on close-ups. Quite airy as well, very airy. It's as airy as the rest of the stuff that's on the market. It's not tight at all, and it's pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll go down for close-ups, guys, and we'll have a look at it, what comes in the box, etc. So thanks, and we'll see you down at the table. Right, guys, here we are, close up with the SMOK GCT tank. Now this is how it comes boxed. It's a little slidey open box. Now on the back, if you want to pause it, I'll try and get in close with it, and I'll just take autofocus off because it doesn't play ball very well. You can pause it and you could read all that if you like. There's the authenticity at the bottom and barcode, serial number, dimensions there, capacity 4 mil, weight 60 grams and a 510 thread. Then that's its product number there, and there's nothing on the sides, etc. So let's just take that back a bit. So what we've got now is, let's just put me focus right. That's it. Now slide that off, and then in the box, nice sturdy box it comes with, nice to see. You'll get your tank, and you'll get a spare glass and a spare Ni 200 coil. One will be fitted in here already, and I won't take the glass and I won't take the glass and the coil out. I'll show you the glass and the coil on the tank itself. So, and what you get in the bottom is a instruction manual. We'll get that out on its pictures, how to fill it, etc, etc, the usual, but quite comprehensive for a tank. You don't normally get instruction manuals with tanks. So I'll put that to one side for a second, slide that back in. That's that. So let's get in a little bit closer, and then we'll get some focus on it. I don't like the focus going in and out, so I prefer to do it like this. Now I hope my light is okay for you guys, but I get a lot of light off my bloody computer. Anyway, we'll start at the top. Drip tip comes out, and you can fit other ones in there. Let's see if the Atlantis one does not go in. That's the sub-tank, big sub-tank one, which looks quite nice on there as well. That goes in quite easily, but the Atlantis one doesn't. Let's try a normal sub-tank nano one. That one doesn't go in either. Well, it does, but it's very loose. So not everything goes in, but you know, let's try a normal-ish type one. See, that one's slack as well. So although it does fit other ones in, it is pretty dodgy on what fits in there, or you know. So, but this one's okay. I do like that one. It comes with it. I would probably prefer it to be in a bit more stubby, a bit more shorter in length. But that's the drip tip. Now, there's always somebody coming past in a car that's absolute idiot when I'm doing videos, Anyway, back to it. On the bottom, you can just about see it. Let's just get some more focus on it there. It's got designed by SMOK, CE markings on the bottom, and it's a gold plated 510 with an insulator, as you can see there. It isn't adjustable, it's not really spring loaded, but it does sit just about higher than it, so it is smaller in diameter than the outside, so there's not much chance of it shorting out by touching this outer part here, which is nice to see. And then what we've got here is airflow holes. That's the biggest and the widest setting. I'll just show you the marks. There's SMOK on there as well, if you can see that. Gimlet, clouds, you can just about make it out. It's hard because it's white on, it's like sort of grey on silver. And SMOK there with the registered trademark. And then these are gold accents here. And this is where it says SMOK, this is your airflow ring to adjust it. So what we've got there is the biggest setting. And then if we turn it that way, no, sorry, the other way. That's its next setting. And the next one after that. And then it goes down to that's its lowest setting there, which is like a 2mm hole. And then it's back to the normal one again. But you can shut this off slightly to about sort of there, so you can have it around about there if you wanted to with the 1.2 ohm coils. Obviously you'll need it wider for the 0.5 ohm coils, but I've been using it wide open like that. So, and then what we do now is take it apart. As it's screw from the bottom. I've just washed it out, so the squeaks are coming from probably a bit of juice on there. I haven't put the coil in right as well, so I haven't put the coil in, screwed it in tightly, but that's the base with the NI 200 single vertical coil in there. You can see that. So we'll take this out. Inside this here as well, we'll just get this screwdriver. Inside here there is a translucent O-ring. And when I first got this tank, this O-ring was stuck to the bottom of the glass, and I had to pull it off very steadily because it was sort of welded itself to the bottom of the glass. Because you do get a spare glass in the tank, so without that O-ring it would leak. There's also another O-ring on the side of this here. On the side here, it's translucent as well. So you've got an O-ring at the base and an O-ring. You've got two O-rings in here. You don't get any spare O-rings in the pack, so which is a bummer. But let's screw the coil out and show you the coil. This is the NI 200 coil, like I said. Let's get it round to, and it says SMOK, and then it does say VCT NI 200. You can just about make that out. It's hard to show you with it's there. And then it's got a wattage at the bottom. Let me just have a quick look off camera. Dead hard to see. $50 watts, it says. Up to 50 watts. But it's dead hard to see it on there. It's even hard to see it without being on camera. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 big wicking holes, and then that's the base. This is your positive here with the insulator. It's sort of made in the same way as an Aspire, really, but this does look a bit, more of a sturdier coil, especially around here where the coil screws in. It's got the threadings inside rather than on the outside, and then you've got this knurling around here to aid unscrewing the coil. So what you do is you get your coil, screw it into the base like so. Tight, and that's your base and ready for attaching to this part. But always pre-wick these with juice. Always put juice in here, a few drops in there, and get these get this cotton wet with liquid before you actually use it, else you just burn your cotton. Then we'll come on to this pot. This is your glass section, and then this just comes out, it pulls off like so. It's quite a thick glass, really nice, very thick glass actually. It's about the same as a Kanga Mini, to be honest. And then you've got your chimney section here with the threading on. Obviously the threading's on the outside here, and then on the inside here, because that threads into there like that when the tank goes together. That then becomes your chimney section. Bit of gold plating at the bottom there by the looks of it, which I'm not sure what kind of, because that gold plate in the bottom is also what this is on the outside here, so I don't know what kind of material that is, whether it's stainless steel and it's plated over the top of that or what. I'm not sure, I can't say. And you've got the same at the top as you had at the bottom. You've got an O-ring on the side here, and then you've also got one right deep at the bottom in there. And then all you do is, once it comes apart like this for cleaning, is you put your glass on this top part, make sure it's in centrally, just give it a twist, make sure it's all central, and then you can put your base on by starting to screw. Screws from the inside chimney, keep screwing it until it's tight, and then you got a bit of nailing at the bottom here on the base to aid you with the unscrewing, and there's your 510 at the bottom there, and then you put your drip tip on, and that's it guys. That's all we can say about it. It is a good design. Whether you'd like the it's got, like I say, it's got a bit of brass here or gold coloured here, but I don't know if that's stainless steel, because it's like an insert, which is different than this, but it does say it's a stainless steel tank, so make your own mind up on that. Then you've got these gold little accents here, either top and bottom of the airflow ring, which is quite nice, and it does look quite nice on a lot of devices. So we'll go back up to the top. 2 seconds before we go back, and just unscrew this. Filling is dead easy because you've got all that space, so I won't fill it up on camera, but it'll be filled up when we go back up to the top. But you just fill it down the sides here, because you've got loads of space there, more space than in most. So that's it then guys, so I'll see you back at the top. Hi guys, welcome back to the top. Filled up now. It's dead easy to fill. You just fill it up to the threads on that centre chimney. I've got a different juice in here now. I've got a rhubarb and custard, which is a Big Cloud e-liquids Paul Webb. Very good stuff this is. Diacetyl free as well. I buy it in 250ml bottles. This is rhubarb and custard. A little plug for you there, Paul, but it's just really good liquid, and he does Dizzy codes on Facebook, etc. Well, I've got it in, I've got the 70/30, which is what this is in here, and all filled up, and we're on 450 still. 37 watts on here, but it's to get to 450, it's saying it needs 34-ish watts. It's the flavour is really nice from this tank, really nice. It's gone all foggy again, got all foggy, and it is a nice looking tank. you know, it's made. Obviously, these two were made to to sort of match each other, but this ain't a temperature control device, but that's an NI200 tank. So put this on a DNA 40, I reckon it'll be really, really good. I haven't got a DNA 40. I've never owned a DNA 40. I've only owned a clone, and then this one. But this tank with these coils would work superb, I think, on a DNA 40, and I'd recommend it. The coils are not that expensive. I think it's a couple of pound each off my e-pack. They are in stock. If you buy 5 or more, I think they are about £1.95 each if you buy 5 or more. But really good. I mean, you get 2 in the pack, like I've shown you, and not much more I can say, guys. The vapor, brilliant. Airflow, brilliant. Airflow ring's good. It's got little indents on each one, so every time you want to turn the airflow ring, it stops, and then stops again, and stops again. But I've had it on wide open with the NI200. I'm just trying to show you, you can chain vape. You get no burnt taste from it or anything. It's wicking really well, even though it's an NI200 and you're not supposed to get any burnt taste, but it's on a device that's not really temperature control. I keep saying that. I'm fogging out the house now. Anyway, that's the SMOK GCT NI200 tank, sub-ohm tank as well, because it utilises the other coils from SMOK, which Ash also has on his website, myepack.co.uk. And I really rate it. I really do rate it. Drip tip, you can change it off, like I said. Just be careful. Some of the drip tips I've tried don't fit in there. They're either too slack or not, or they don't fit in at all. But some will. Just a case of trying other drip tips you've got if you don't like this one. But I like it as a tank. I could use that all day, no problem. And I do recommend the tank. So thanks again to Ash at My E-Pack for sending this on for review for me. Sending this on to me for me to review. And such a shame about this device. Such a shame for the money as well. But it is a really good wattage device though. 80 watts of power, 4,400 mAh. But SMOK are advertising it as a temperature control device, and even with the update, it's not a temperature control device. I've seen people saying it is, and it's just not. It's just not a temperature control device. It is regulating temperature now, what you've set up, but it's using wattage, I think, more than temperature to get to the 450 Fahrenheit. But yeah, it's not. It doesn't read coils like the DNA 40. It won't read it as a. This has got an NI200 on, because I can change this to wattage mode or be in wattage mode mistakenly and then fire this NI200 coil and it'll probably just burn it away. So it's really stupid from SMOK, and I think we've been used, vapors in the community have been used as guinea pigs for this device, because SMOK have not really had a good look at the DNA 40 if they want to go down the temperature control route. But I believe now that this feature in the future, unless they've got some bods at SMOK that can actually make a TC chip, they won't bring any more devices out with TC on. They'll just have the wattage in the MEC mode, which is what this has got on as well. So thanks again for watching, guys. Sorry about my little rants with the M80, but I've had to put that in since I did the video and since I've updated this, etc. Oh, when you update this, by the way, don't use the USB cable that comes with it, because it's not data. It's just for charging. You need to use a mobile phone USB cable, else it won't see the device, your computer. So, they have updated that now on SMOK to say use a mobile phone USB cable on the news bit on the website. But I'll put a link to myepack.co.uk in this tank. It is very good. $19.99 is the price of it for the money, and what you get is really good. 2 coils, glass, spare glass in the package, and it's a good tank. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.